What is going on YouTube? Justin back with another video. This late night talk is gonna be about you gotta love yourself like you love that girl, bro. I just got back from the gym. I just got back from doing my day, my regular day today. It was if I do put that part in this video, which y'all will see in the beginning, of the video, obviously. I trying to make a vlog, but forgot to film everything. So that'll just be the beginning of this video. My face is sorry, I'm looks maxing and being very technical about everything, but I got a lot of face fat. Well, I'm bloated. I just had like 2 Jello shots. I went to a Halloween party, had some alcohol, so I'm probably retaining a lot of water mass right now. I'm so nerdy. I'm so nerdy, but did legs today. Did some pause reps on bench. I did 205, no, 215, I think, for like 4. That was pretty good. And I was on like a 3-month-long cut, so it was pretty easy. I think I still got my strength actually, so that's good. Trying to hit 315 on bench. Road to 315, by the way. Anyways, that's besides the point. You need to love yourself like you love that girl. Like you like that girl. My bad. Love is a strong word. I'm not gonna use that. So what I mean by that is the relationship you have with yourself. Like, the relationship with myself was terrible. My whole life, I've always just treated myself like worse than a friend. I've had less self-respect for myself my whole life than I did for a friend. Because with friends, and you can ask any of my friends that I've had, I've always been super respectful, super nice. I was always there for them. Not always there, but, you know, for the most part, I treated them with more respect than I did myself. You never want to put yourself lower than other people. You want to at least be at their level. Well, you want to be at their level. You don't want to be higher than them. That's just a dickhead move, and that's just gonna put you in a egotistical, you know, terrible person type of thing. You always want to be humble, like the Bible says. So your relationship with yourself is very important too. And my saying, well, I didn't get this saying for myself. I heard it on social media. You need to respect yourself and treat yourself like you do that girl that you're going after, that you like. A lot of us guys now, 2025, we over simp. Simp used to be a big word back in the day. I guess it kind of died off, but we like to chase the one. We like to chase that girl that we like. We like to, you know, just listen to her every word. Kind of just like kiss her feet, you know, and just think of every way we can to like make this girl like us, you know. We're literally doing so much just to impress this girl, and we're putting her up on a pedestal, but we have no respect for ourselves. We're keeping us lower than her. At the end of the day, we're both human, you know. We're both imperfect people, and God made us all equal. Well, that's a controversial topic, but what I'm trying to say is you don't want to put her above you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're your own person. You have your own goals. Everybody has their own little goals, their little aspirations, whatever they're trying to achieve in life, right? So it's like, why are you going to disrespect yourself chasing after this girl? Especially if she's not giving you the same reciprocation back. Because if she was reciprocating the same thing and y'all really both liked each other, then it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't you be disrespecting yourself. She's not going to let you do that if she likes you, bro. Simple. Unless it's just a little, she wants a little chase, you know, and that's fine. Women, you know, as a man, especially a Christian man of God, you're supposed to lead, you're supposed to chase. That's just how relationships supposed to work naturally, you know. You're supposed to chase after the woman a little bit, and she has to reciprocate. So don't get it twisted. Yeah, I started to work on that relationship with myself. So it's like now I love myself. I respect myself so much, but I feel so much better mentally. Yesterday's video, the self-talk, I was around 3 hours of sleep. You guys probably seen that caption at the beginning of the video. I did a lot of rambling and a lot of just embarrassing stuff, but like I said, I love myself, so I'm not beating myself up about it like I used to. But yeah, life has been like literally transformed for me. Like I'm almost a completely different person because of the way I view myself now mentally. I've improved that relationship with myself, and I'm starting to treat myself like the girl I like, you know? It's like the girl, like, I used to always just listen to every little thing she said. I even used to journal it down in my journal. Like, okay, this girl, her favorite color is blue. This is what happened in her childhood, and this is why she acts the way she acts. You know, and then I'll try to figure stuff out, like why she's so quiet, what makes her shy, what makes her do what she does. And it was like, I'm doing all that for one person. Why don't I do it for myself? You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be the only person there for you your whole life. Like, you're stuck in this body, in this head. You're stuck with this person 24/7. Like, if you think of it, it's you, your mind. Well, it's your soul. It's your mind. It's your heart. You know, it's like a 3-part being: the mind, the body, the soul, right? The Bible says also deny your flesh. A lot of things you guys like food, alcohol, you know, having fun. And okay, like, all that type of stuff is fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, being at the party was fun. Socializing, you know, catching up and stuff like that is fun. Don't get me wrong. But overindulgence of it, you know, that leads to sin. And I'm not trying to make this a Christian video or nothing, but that leads to sin. Gluttony, you know, that's a big sin. Overindulging in food, it makes you fat. And I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying. Also, I'm not even gonna get into that. Anyways, yeah, but gluttony, drink too much, you get drunk. You're around a bunch of other drunk girls, you end up sleeping with them. That's gonna lead to unnecessary soul ties, and maybe the girl has a boyfriend, so she ended up cheating on you. She ended up cheating on her boyfriend with you. That type of stuff. It's all just bad stuff, man. You just want to have it in moderation. And I'm not calling anybody out, by the way, so don't hate me for this video. Yeah. Everything is fun in moderation. Everything is good in moderation, bro. You don't want to overdo it. And having enough self-respect to know your limits and not overdo it. Like today, went to the party. Me and my friend, we left the gym. Well, I was at the gym working out. I was doing legs today, abs. And I was doing the pause up on bench. Kind of training powerlifter, basically. Comes in. He was like, there's a party going on. I was like, there's a party going on? He's like, yeah, it's past the hospital and stuff like that. I was thinking about going, but I didn't want to go by myself. And I'm like, is that the same party that somebody invited me to on Snapchat the other week? He was like, it might be. Is it on Hospital Drive? I was like, yeah, it's on Hospital Drive. And I was like, oh, wait, yeah. Somebody did invite me to a party. And it was actually the owner of the party. I mean, the owner of the house and stuff like that. Her and her fiance. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'm down to go. I was invited to it. I completely forgot about it. Let me get a quick pump in and let's go. Well, actually, I was just like, let's just go. We'll just show up for a little bit, then I'll come back and work out. He's like, bet, man. So we go up there, hang out for maybe like 30 minutes, and I'm like, yo, yeah, we got to go to the gym and we got to get this pump and get a quick pump in at least, you know. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So we had enough self-respect, you know, because we didn't get the workout in. If we would have stayed at the party, got drunk, and, you know, completely ignored the goals, that's bad. It's a bad, you're disrespecting yourself, basically. So first thing first is going after your goals and doing the most important work yourself, which is the gym. Because, you know, obviously, I wouldn't have this physique for nothing if I kept disrespecting myself. So I ended up doing that. And it's fine too. Like, if I would have skipped the workout, I mean, it was just legs. I don't train legs like that. I barely do legs twice a month. I lie. But the whole point I'm trying to say, don't beat yourself up about missing 1-2 workouts. As long as the whole trajectory, let's say this is like a year of gym progress, right? From here, this side of the screen, to this side of the screen. Okay, yeah, I'm going straight. You know, I haven't missed a gym in like a couple months, and then boom. Like a couple weeks, or a week or so I skipped, so boom. We're going back to square one. Or we're going back like a step, right? Like an inch. That's fine. As long as you start back and you keep going, the overall trajectory of your path, the gym is going up. You know, you might go down some. That's a better reference, actually. Boom. Stop going to the gym for a little bit. Take a little break. Maybe you got injured or something. Got sick, whatever. Okay, you start back again. As long as the overall trajectory, like if you take a step back and look at it from like a year's graph, you're overall going up. That's good. That's good. That's something you should be proud of, you know? And a lot of the reason why we get put down is self-comparison. And that's a topic for another video. Self-comparison is a thief of joy. I don't know if you guys ever heard that saying, but that's a very good saying to live by. What else? Yeah, you just gotta treat yourself with that love, man. If you don't love yourself, who else is gonna? Because you're stuck with yourself 24/7, literally until the day you die. So if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, that girl's not gonna fix that problem, bro. I've been in one serious relationship my entire life. I lived with the girl, for like 2 years. We were together, and I mean, it was great. I felt like somebody had seen me deep down to the core. She kind of knew who I was, but I always kept a stiff arm out. I wasn't trying to let her in close and let her know the real damage me, because I was scared. I didn't trust anybody, you know. And that goes back to childhood trauma wounds and all that type of stuff. But that's a topic for another video, and there's a lot of unhealed trauma there. So it's just like, I don't want to let you in too close, because I feel like you might hurt me. So I'm just gonna stiff arm you and keep you at bay, which is kind of like maybe like an elbow, because she was really close to me. She was the only person that kind of knew me because she lived with me, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, humans also need emotional intimacy. They need to be heard, they need to be seen, they need to be understood at that level, like a deep level, you know, like elbows length level. But the one that you're gonna marry, obviously she needs to know your heart. She needs to be like literally hugging you, like literally. You shouldn't be stiff arming your wife at all. She should know everything, like, you know, because that's your wife, bro. That's the one person you're gonna be with the rest of your life. The one that's gonna have your kids and all that type of stuff. So make sure you choose the right partner. You don't want to go down the road, you know, married and having a couple kids, and you end up finding out she's cheating on you, or y'all have like issues and y'all never, you know, fixed them, or, you know, just, you don't want to go through like a divorce. Like, a breakup sucks, but just imagine a divorce, dude. People being together for 30 years and having a divorce, that sucks. And I've noticed too, also respecting myself, I'm able to pour back into other people's cup. And that's a big thing with me. I think my purpose from God is to help others. Like, I think I'm pretty knowledgeable. Humbly saying that. I think I'm pretty good in life for my age. I'm 22. I have a good amount of money saved up in the bank, enough to not worry if I lose my job or not. I have reliable transportation. I can get from A to B. I have multiple vehicles. And I got zero debt. I got a pretty good fashion sense. I look very attractive. Whoa, pause. I'm attractive. Just a lot of things I could say about myself that I think puts me ahead of the average person. And I'm saying that as humbly as I can. And I'd like to share that knowledge on how to improve, because I wasn't always this person, obviously. It took time, it took consistency, effort, a lot of mental work up here to get to this point. And I'm saying anybody could do it. Like, the only thing that's stopping you is the roof that you set. Like, for example, like, let's just say my hand is the roof. Let's say if I set it here, which it was, like, I was like having these self-limiting beliefs. I was just like, I'm too short, I'm too skinny, my race, I can't dress well. And it's just like, I started arguing with that. Like, this goes back to the other self-talk video. But once you start having that relationship with yourself, you start bettering your relationship with yourself, and you start to treat it like that girl you like, you start to set that roof higher, slowly and slowly. This just didn't happen overnight. This took, honestly, like 2 years worth of work. Ever since I broke up with my ex, I've been kind of just doing that, the mental journaling, the mental improvement, because I was already in the gym before I got with my then ex, my then girlfriend, now my ex, and it's been overall positive since there, you know, mentally and physically. But yeah, that's for tonight, guys. Fix your relationship with yourself if you haven't already. and treat yourself like that crush that you've been chasing. I'm telling you, if you start doing the things right, if you start improving your looks, you start working on your body, your diet, your physique, and you cut anything that disrespects you out of your life, and you just work on improving yourself, and improving your relationships, and choose the right people. You don't want to have toxic people in your circle, because that drains you and that, kills your energy and whatnot. You just got to do what's best for you, man, at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, who's going to be with you? Who's going to have your back? God is. God is a big factor, by the way. But if you're like me and you have trouble trusting people, and especially having building faith in God and stuff like that, which I'm working on, you got to build that relationship with yourself. Treat yourself the right way, and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. That was from Hamza, by the way. All right. Good night, guys. Love yourself.